Happy Tuesday. Jessica and Casey here with you today. Today's live stream is brought to you by the kids' craft room. I am sitting, and this is not my craft room, so please let's not get that misinterpreted. Anyways, we are talking about sauna benefits today, heat exposure in general, but we'll be mainly talking about the sauna and how that can help your joints and pain, and just all around feeling better. So we're going to go through the benefits and protocols, and some research, which is brought to you by Dr. Andrew Huberman today. If you have not heard about him, go check him out. He's a neurobiologist and ophthalmologist at Stanford University. He has a great podcast. He puts things in very simple terms for us people who are not so science focused. So, and he's really great on the eyes. So check him out. If you are new to our community, Jessica and I are going to introduce ourselves so you know who you're listening to. My name is Casey Kephart. I am the founder of the Feel Good Formula. I am a functional medicine nutritionist, and I work with women with all different types of autoimmune diseases to help you get you back to the activities you want and trash those symptoms, get your life back. And I live in St. Petersburg, Florida. Jessica?
And I'm Jessica Melnick. I'm a registered holistic nutritionist, the founder of the Anti-Arthritis Method, the host of the Happy Joints Arthritis Solutions Group, and I help both women and men with various forms of arthritis get back to living life the way they choose to, not the way they have to.
Perfect. All right, so let's jump right into it. Right off the bat, what are the benefits of heat exposure, specifically saunas? So cardiovascular benefits, improved mood, improved stress response, and overall health, and stimulation of your growth hormone, which you'll learn a little bit about today. And when we say heat exposure, we're talking about dry saunas, steam saunas, hot tubs, hot showers, or simply just layering up while you go on your jog. Anything that raises your core temperature and makes you sweat. So, sorry about that. It's been shown that doing sauna sessions has a decrease in all-cause mortality. So what does that fancy word mean? It just means that this is really good for you and we're going to live a little longer. We're going to feel a little better for longer, and it decreases your chances of being in the hospital or passing away because of a cardiovascular issue, because of depression, suicidal thoughts, whatever it may be. So let's go into the science a little bit more. And again, this is Andrew Huberman's science research, and we're taking some of his words. So I just want to preface that before we get into this. So how does this work? So how do saunas work in the first place? So heat will trigger some of the same mechanisms in the brain and body as if you are physically engaged in cardiovascular exercise, which just means that if you're out for a jog, a sauna can replicate those benefits as if you were already out for that jog just by sitting in the sauna. So your heart rate and blood flow will increase. Your blood vessels will vasodilate, which just means expand, as your body works to cool down in order to regulate body temperature. So that's basically called homeostasis. So your body increases that heat inside of you, and then the benefits come from working to decrease and cool down and to get back to homeostasis. So let's get into a little bit about the protocols to get these health benefits, right? So one protocol, he has a couple, but one protocol he states to heat the sauna up to a temperature in the range of 80 to 100 degrees Celsius. That's for you, Jessica. And 170.
A little crazy.
at 176 to 212 degrees Fahrenheit, which is very hot. Um, your personal heat tolerance should determine the actual temperature, though. If you are getting third degree burns or you cannot tolerate this, turn it down. That's not good for you. So again, practicing mindfulness here. Um, Try to stay in the sauna anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes per session, and repeat the use of the sauna 2 to 3 times per week, or as often as 7 days per week. It's been shown that the more often you do it, more often does it appear to be better with respect to cardiovascular health. So, more often meaning you're going to get more benefits the more often you do it for your heart. Another protocol, and then I'll pass it to you, Jessica, is he says, in order to gain the benefits of deliberate heat exposure for general health, overall health, like improving mood, stress management, and the enhancement of the body's hormetic, which just means mild stress response pathways, which is a good thing. Use the sauna for a total of 1 hour per week. That doesn't mean that you do it all at once for 1 hour. Split into 2 to 3 sessions, just like that other protocol said. And again, he states that the temperature should be the same as before. So, Jessica, I'll pass it on to you.
Sure. Is it okay if I ask a couple questions? Because this stuff is pretty new to me.
Yeah, I can barely hear you, though. Is there something you can do on your end?
Yeah, give me a second here. I'll try to get into my settings and see what maybe is going on with my microphone here. Sorry, bear with me. If I talk louder, can you hear me okay?
It's a little better.
I might, because
It sounds like you're coming from your computer, like very far away. Do you usually have a microphone?
and my sound says it's set up for my other microphone. So I'm not quite sure why I'm getting that, why it's so quiet. Because yeah, it's set to my correct microphone.
Okay. Well, I can hear you. It's just the clarity of it, but keep going with.
I turn my microphone up a bit more. Can you hear me a little bit better? Or not really.
It's the same.
What the heck?
Sorry about that. Let's just keep going.
I'll just talk loud and hope that works a bit better. So basically, when I look at these temperatures, I'm thinking, okay, 80 to 100 Celsius. Now, does that mean the water temperature in the sauna is being heated to that temperature? Because 100 degrees Celsius is boiling water.
So a sauna isn't water. That would be a hot tub.
Okay.
The sauna is like humidity in there. Does that make sense?
Okay. Because, yeah, I'm just thinking in terms of like the heat, because like 80 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit for me would be like, you'd be like sweating pretty much as soon as you walked out the door at 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So with Celsius,
Yeah.
like 100 degrees Celsius is the temperature of boiling water. So I'm just curious.
Yeah, so it's 212 Fahrenheit, which is a lot, right? Every time I've gone in a sauna, I've never looked at the actual like temperature that it's at, but it's not water you're stepping into, so it's the humidity of it, and that has to make a difference somehow. So I couldn't tell you the science behind how that works, but again, go by your body temperature and how that feels to you. You might have to work yourself up to these higher temperatures, but you're not getting to these high temperatures if you're going for a jog as you're layered up, right? So again, just getting that body temperature up more than usual and sweating will be a really great start for those benefits to come into play.
Gotcha. So one thing I noticed that you've said in here is that saunas have seen responses in the release of dynorphins and endorphins in the brain, which increase mood, and that these dynorphins cause discomfort and agitation at first, but then they set the stage for the endorphins to enhance the effect of our mood and our body. So you might feel like happy and euphoric after the heat exposure. And this would be similar to the effects of having a cold shower to a hot shower transition. So I've actually never heard of the word dynorphin. Is that kind of like an endorphin or what is that?
They're in the same family for sure, but like cold plunges, and we're hearing a lot of benefits about how taking a hot shower and then moving to a cold shower or turning the knobs at least can help with the mitochondria. And it's because of those dynorphins making it very uncomfortable for you. And then it's your body again getting back to homeostasis in that balance mode that is going to get those benefits for you. So we're shocking the system and then we're bringing it back. And this isn't a chronic thing. This is a very acute thing, which is why this is beneficial. It's the same thing with stress. If we have acute stress, that's very good for us. If we have chronic stress, which just means it's not going away, that's when it's bad. Does that
Gosh.
help?
Yeah, no, I like that explanation. And that probably explains why anytime I've ever gone in a sauna, I've not liked it because I've found it uncomfortably hot. So I know I'd be the type of person that would have to start really
Yeah.
small and kind of work my way up so that I could get used to it. Because obviously, like if it's like you're saying in here that it's found to decrease cortisol levels, which is our master stress hormone for anybody who's not sure what that is,
Mhm.
enhance activation of our DNA repair and longevity pathways, and activate mechanisms which help monitor and possibly repair protein structures within our cells. So these are all super, super important things for maintaining our health, especially as we age. And I know that in my community and in my group, we talk a lot about stress and managing stress because having that cortisol, which is our stress hormone, elevated a lot is really detrimental to our health if that stays up there a lot and chronic and over time.
Mhm.
So, anything to reduce stress, this could be something new that you try. Or if you're like me and you feel cold a lot of the time and you live in a place like I do that has 6 month long winters, this could feel really good.
Yeah, definitely. And Jessica's group will really benefit from this as well with the arthritis. That just we all know that living in warmer temperatures helps with the warming up of the joints basically, and not being so tight and so stiff. And a sauna can really help relax those, let alone with all of the other benefits we're saying of reduced cortisol, which helps our body and our autoimmune disease, and helping our body get back into homeostasis, helping our heart and our blood flow and our moods. They all go hand in hand with healing from an autoimmune disease, making our arthritic joints feel better, making our moods better, and having more energy and clarity to go do things. And this is something that should be more like self-care. And I know that Jessica, you're talking about it is like very uncomfortable, and it can be, but starting with 3 minutes is better than 0 minutes, and then working your way up from that. I know for me personally, I mean, living in Florida, I know that I love the heat and I love to a degree the humidity, but um, it for a lot of us, it can feel really good and very calming, and because you're doing something good for your body too. We have a gym here actually down the road. It's called Hot Works, and it's a sauna gym. And in this infrared saunas, they have like bicycles. They have a screen so you could do yoga in there. They have a HIIT training class in the sauna. So they're getting their heart rate up, they're getting their body core temperature up. And then when they come out of there, it's very, very air conditioned. So you're getting that hot and cold again, too. Um, I mean, this has been shown to help with cancer healing and a lot of other things in the studies, in the research. So I would definitely give it a try. There's also YouTube videos where you can make your own infrared sauna in your own house with like materials from Home Depot or whatever home uh, marketplace that you have by you. Um, there's some really cool stuff out there. But just to move on, that it can also, so yeah, we need to talk about growth hormone real quick, and that it can stimulate growth hormone. As we get older, growth hormone tends to go down. Growth hormone is really good for stimulating our muscle growth, strengthening bones, repairing tissues, increasing metabolism. And these are all the things that we know as we age start to decrease, right? Our bone density, our metabolism, we tend to get sicker longer. We tend to have bruises and cuts longer. This has to do with our growth hormone. And being in a sauna can help increase that growth hormone and stimulate it. So it can, again, make us feel and become healthier and stronger as well, which is also really great for Jessica, your group. I think you also have a lot of, in your Facebook group, osteoporosis people as well, which would be very good for that too. So Dr. Huberman's protocol for growth hormone, which is going to be about the same, is using the sauna in a semi-fasted state. And what that means is that you're just not going into the sauna with a belly full of food, a belly full of a buffet basically, and you haven't eaten in, let's say, 2 to 3 hours. So lower blood glucose levels encourage growth hormone release. And this protocol works best if you use it once a week or so, probably more, for that cardiovascular and improved mood and all of the things like that in the above protocols. So with the sauna, though, as Jessica was saying, it's very hot. We want to hydrate. We're releasing a lot of sweat. We're releasing, the sweat. So that's releasing water from us, right? And salt. So we want to make sure that we are taking electrolytes in a healthy form. Please do not run out and get Gatorade right now, because that is not so healthy. We can talk about healthy forms of electrolytes if we need to. And drink at least 16 ounces of water every 10 minutes as you spend time in the sauna. So bring that water with you. And another great thing is, while you're in the sauna, read a book, do something of self-care, journal, or listen to your favorite music. Do something that brings you joy. So this can be a double effect for you of self-care and repair. And one cool fact that Dr. Huberman had, was he said, throughout the day, body temperature fluctuates in sync with your natural circadian rhythms, which just means sleep to energy to going back to preparing to sleep again. We have this natural wave as we go throughout the day. Using the sauna during the afternoon and evening will help match your body's natural cooling with the post-cooling sauna effect in order to aid in falling asleep at night. So he's just saying that if you're going to do the sauna, the afternoon and evening will help you prepare for sleep a lot better. And that makes sense, because if you've ever been in a sauna before, you feel very calm after. You don't feel like you want to go run a marathon. You feel like you want to have calm talks with your girlfriends and watch some TV, eat a healthy dinner, and put on your slippers afterwards, or some cooling slippers if you feel the need for that. But if anybody does this as a practice already, we would love to hear in the comments, or if you're more intrigued with it, put it in the comments as well, and what your thoughts were. Jessica, do you have any last notes that you wanted to say?
No, thank you for sharing this with us today. I think it's, another really good tool for helping us manage stress and to improve our health, just
Yeah.
one more idea.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, Jessica will be back on Thursday with you all with a recipe. And again, if you have any questions now or in the replay, put them in the comments and we'll be sure to answer them.
Amazing. Take care, everybody.
Bye.